Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, we begin with breaking news. Massive fire engulfs Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. Take a look at the video.
Pushed out the door when it matters most. For more than a decade, he's been right there, everywhere. And when American jobs are on the line, he leads the charge. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast, and we thank you.
And this is live video footage right now there. Hours after massive fire engulfed the iconic Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, France, firefighters continued attempts to contain the fire at the centuries-old cathedral. Authorities told news agency AFP that saving Notre Dame is not certain. At around 10 p.m. local time, authorities said the next 90 minutes would be crucial to the longevity of the structure. Several hours after the fire began, video showed fire moving into the left bell tower. The fire reportedly began about 5 minutes after the cathedral had closed for the day. The fire comes during Holy Week for Catholics and just days before Easter. More than 13 million people visit the cathedral annually. The cathedral, which dates to the 11,000s, is home to invaluable works of art and is one of the world's most famous tourist attractions. And we will keep you updated on this breaking news. BAA apologized for American flag thrown on ground during ceremony. The Boston Athletics Association apologized Monday for a breach of protocol involving the American flag near the finish line of the 2019 Boston Marathon. The flag was tossed into a corner during the ceremony honoring Daniel Romachuk, 20, who set a new record for an American with his winning time in the men's wheelchair race at the Boston Marathon. The organization apologized sincerely. Jack Fleming, COO of the BAA, said in a statement, and here is a look at that statement. And here is that statement, as you can see. Romanchuk was the only American to win one of the marathon's marquee events. He is also the youngest winner of the race at 20 years, 8 months, and 12 days. He is the first American winner since Jim Knob in 1993. Marine from New England killed in shooting at SC Air Station. Let's take a listen to this video from WMTW News 8 Maine.
Marine and volunteer firefighters shot and killed in South Carolina, allegedly, according to police, by a fellow Marine. Corporal Tyler Wallingford was just 21 years old. The shooting happened at the barracks on the base in Beaufort. A suspect is now in custody. Wallingford was a volunteer with the Standish Fire Department, serving alongside his father there. Standish Fire Chief Rob Caron described Wallingford as a great kid with a very infectious smile. He joined the department in 2013 and joined the military in 2016.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. State officials monitoring rivers in New Hampshire for possible flooding. Officials say residents should be on alert. Heavy rain Monday is combining with snowmelt caused by recent warm weather to raise concern for the possibility of flooding in New Hampshire. The National Weather Service issued a flood warning for the Pemigewasset River in Woodstock for Monday afternoon and evening. Flood watches are also in place in Carroll, Coos, and Grafton counties through Tuesday morning. State officials are monitoring the following areas, and let's take a look at that list. And here is that list, as you can all see right here. Officials are urging residents to prepare for the possibility of moderate river flooding. For safety tips, visit readynewhampshire.gov. Volunteers from New Hampshire help out at Boston Marathon. Let's take a listen to that video from WUR News 9, Kristen Carosa.
At Beltates, customers will find everything they need for a building project. The brand names you trust to perform. And with a fleet of over 50 delivery vehicles, we deliver when and where our customers need them. Beltates Building Products. 9 locations throughout New Hampshire and Massachusetts.
People volunteering their time are critical to the Boston Marathon from the starting line to the finish line.
I am working at volunteer check-in, so I meet with the captains to give them their boxes with the jackets.
Jen Carlson from Durham has been doing this for at least 10 years.
One of the things that I love to do at volunteer check-in is to thank all the volunteers.
Hundreds of them are from New Hampshire, and they came prepared for the rainy weather.
We left New Hampshire this morning in torrential downpours and thunderstorms at 5:30. and it's been a struggle. We are dressed warm, 2 pairs of socks, our feet are in Ziploc bags.
She and her group will be working the Gatorade stop on Boylston Street.
Whether it snows or rains, we're out here, especially today on the anniversary of the marathon bombing, and it's just, yes, it's extra special. You get goosebumps when you talk about it. I know I do. Yeah. So it holds a special place.
Just to be there, to say congratulations, you did it, and just to be a part of it, it's an amazing feeling.
I don't care how miserable the weather is, and it was freezing last year on top of this. They need you so much, and it is just wonderful.
These ladies have donated their time for several years, while others are here for the first time.
We're providing ultrasound equipment for Medical Tent A.
Equipment that will be used to help runners with dehydration, heart issues, and injuries that may happen.
This has such a history, and, obviously with the traumatic events that happened in 2013, it's an honor to be here. And hopefully, if we can help one person, then it's worth being here.
It is certainly a special day here in Boston, and again, many people from New Hampshire are running the race this year. You'll hear some of those special stories coming up tonight at 5 and 6. We're live in Boston. Kristen Carosa, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Man charged after girl 2 shot while she slept in Newport home. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9, Ray Brewer.
That's correct, Sean. While the exact circumstances of the shooting remain under investigation, police say that 51-year-old Timothy Hale fired that shotgun into his ceiling, striking the little girl who was upstairs asleep on the floor. It was about 11:30 last night when police or emergency personnel were called to 147 Laurel Street to an upstairs apartment. Emergency personnel greeted on the porch by a woman holding the 2-year-old bleeding from a wound to her right leg. Police say the girl had been on the floor where she fell asleep. Now, Hale is accused of firing a single blast from his 12-gauge shotgun, which was loaded with birdshot. An affidavit says he told police that because someone had been in his apartment, he loaded the gun and fired. But the court paperwork says there was no evidence of that none of the neighbors reported hearing any disturbance prior to the shot being fired.
We've got nothing reported to us about any incident that would have led up prior to the shooting. So the facts and circumstances surrounding the exact cause and reason for the discharge is still under investigation.
Police say that it appeared that Hale had been drinking and there was evidence that he was intoxicated. Now, he's scheduled to be arraigned this afternoon on a felony conduct relating to the discharge of the weapon. Once again, the little girl listed in stable condition at the hospital. Reporting live in Newport, Ray Brewer, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Choose kindness, peace is Team MR8 Marathon Runners' motivation. Let's take a listen to that video from WCVB, Katie Thompson.
GMI Asphalt is currently accepting job applications to join our team. We have an aggressive pay scale. Health insurance benefits. Both men and women are urged to contact the office of GMI Asphalt or visit us on the web at gmiasphalt.com.
Doug, they are a wonderful group of people running to remember a team that's grown tremendously since it was first founded. And when they cross this finish line a little later today, they'll mark another milestone in teaching the values that they run for. On a Saturday morning in South Boston, dozens of runners are gathered at the site of what will be known as Martin's Park. They're about to tackle several miles with the same motivation.
Inclusion, sportsmanship, kindness, and peace.
Choose kindness, do more, serve.
Choose kindness, choose peace. If you look around, everyone's here for that reason.
This is Team MR8, the fundraising engine for the Martin Richard Foundation, named in honor of the youngest victim of the 2013 marathon bombings. The foundation provides programs for young people to learn and grow by advancing the values that brought each person here today.
Bill Richard once said to Team MR8 that Martin will live a full life through each one of us, and that is so inspiring to me.
Lisa Simmons is a producer for us at News Center 5. She is running her very first marathon. The idea inspired by the legacy of Martin Richard and Team MR8.
The foundation's goal is to engage young people and to show them the importance of a kinder and compassionate community. As a mom of 4 kids, I cannot think of a greater lesson to teach them.
Last year, more than 200 runners from 26 states raised more than $1 million for the foundation. Just like the roads they've covered, the impact of the foundation spreads out for miles. And if you want to learn more about the Martin Richard Foundation or get involved with Team MR8, we posted a link on our website as well as inside the WCVB mobile app.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And now let's take a look at your U.S. stock market and see how your U.S. stock market closed for this Monday evening. And here's a look at that U.S. stock market for all of you. For this Monday evening, your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the red and went down. Your Nasdaq closed in the red and went down. S&P 500 closed in the red and went down. Gold closed in the red and went down. Oil closed in the red and went down. U.S. 10-year closed in the red and went down. Euro/USD closed in the red and went down. And VIX closed in the green and went up. Stocks slip after lackluster earnings from Goldman Sachs and Citgo Group. Stocks closed slightly lower on Monday as investors designated mixed quarterly numbers from big banks like Goldman Sachs and Citgo Group. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Monday evening, and we'll keep you updated on that breaking news situation in Paris, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. And I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Good night, everyone. Bye.